Good evening and welcome to the Monday, January 18th City Council proceedings. Would you please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first order of business is to take a roll call, Gloria, please.
Okay, Goodell,
Here.
Slater,
Here.
Vermeer,
Here.
Rusher,
Here.
Davis.
Here.
And then next, we need a motion to approve the agenda as printed.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried. We need a motion to approve the minutes of the January 4th, 2016 regular council meetings.
Move to approve. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried. Then next, we need a motion to approve the December treasurer's report. If there's any questions?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried. Then under communications, public input this evening, is there anyone in the audience that would like to comment about anything?
It's too cold.
It's too cold. Thank you, Brandy. We'll make a resolution on that later this evening then, to address that. Public service monthly report with Clint, please.
Yeah, good evening. We're just going over a little bit on, a little update on the water plant. I think we touched base a little bit last meeting on this. You guys installed some new taps on both your wells. Contact chambers at the DNR wants more numbers for our contact time, make sure the chlorine's at what it's supposed to be. Lance did get involved in that a little bit. I don't know how far he got. He was talking to Des Moines, because the stuff they're having us do is not really in the rules. It's kind of a gray area, but we went ahead and we're gonna comply with it anyway. So they did do one of their yearly inspections, but I don't think you guys, have you received that yet, Gloria, in the mail?
I don't think
Yet?
so.
Okay, so we're still waiting on that. There may be some more stuff they may require us to do, but, so we're getting more information for them on that, and, let's see. One of the sludge pumps at the water plant, the diaphragm pump, we had to tear down and rebuild. Of course, it was just out of warranty, but we had a parts kit for it. We don't really know what, somehow or another it got a small hole in the diaphragm, and, but we had a kit, rebuilt it, it's back up and running now, so. Yeah, let's see, the wastewater, the TV crews finished up, and I was just talking to David. I've got all the information for the slip lining, upcoming slip lining, and I'll turn over that stuff to them guys, and have them review it. And I think, were you gonna put the specs together too
Yep.
on that, weren't you, David?
Yep.
Okay, so we finally got that back, and of course, our last December little rain we had during the middle of the month, we did put a couple pumps out, as I had said earlier. We notified the DNR, and had a little surge, so, water, but, that's about it. Hopefully the cold weather will leave. We did have one main break December, or was it New Year's Day? I think it was New Year's Day up on the hill up behind the Lutheran church there on the corner. It was a 6-inch main, but we got that fixed on, it was on a Saturday or Sunday, and Monday we got that fixed, so. But other than that, that's about it. Any questions, concerns?
Communications between the plant and either tower.
Seem to be
Clint,
going,
they're
yep,
doing-
every once in a while they'll have a little hiccup once in a while, but those seem to be working, so. Yeah, so, like I said, they're just getting a few little bugs out. One of the IPT guys is there this week, and they're just cleaning up their little list from the punch list yet, so they're gonna hopefully this week get that finished up, so.
So there are just a few punch list items that
Just,
need to,
yeah, just a little things, so they were. get that
before
done.
we'd be able to sign off and accept that
And, yeah,
project
do the
as.
full, yep, so, But Lance has been pushing them pretty hard on that to get those little things wrapped up, so. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Well, next on the communications is the ISG proposal for capital improvement planning. David, do you have
Yeah,
something to?
I can just, I think Bill has probably outlined quite a bit in regards to what the capital improvement plan all entails, but it's really, we've gotten press from quite a few communities to start to provide these, and we've had such success that we've really now pushed back and recommend them for most communities. It's a really good opportunity to sit down, take a look at your overall infrastructure. I think what Bill's outlined in the proposal is looking at anything in excess of right around 5,000 to 10,000 capital improvement. So even lawnmowers, things like that, they're getting bigger and bigger and they cost more money. And you need to make sure you're allocating those funds for that. And then we also look at large water main projects. One of the big key items, and we met, was that Friday? Yeah, last Friday. And went through the water and the wastewater plant. We'll be looking for Clint to provide, a list of items that he's seeing in regards to pumps or different mechanical equipment that might be needing to be phased out over the next 5 years. Because that's what you really target, is the next 5 years. Another thing that you end up coming up with is you'll probably come up with a 15-year list and you whittle it down to a 5-year list. But it's great. I think it's instead of so many communities that you spend money on the big issue, it's starting to look at, can we get ahead of those big issues and not just do the big issue project, start a little bit prioritizing things and getting those accomplished prior to their all emergency projects. I think this is the only community that I worked on that last year we had 2 projects that were actually labeled emergency projects. And it helped with permitting, but you want to get ahead of that curve. And that's really what the capital improvement plan is. It's laying out all of the infrastructure and start targeting what you can afford to accomplish. So, any questions in regards to the proposal itself?
And we've done several over the last 18 years. We haven't done one for quite a while because it took so long to get these projects done.
I know what you mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just completing some projects that we've been talking about for 8 years, 10
Yep.
years, some of them.
Yeah,
Like the bridge and-
you're getting ahead of that curve.
Right,
Yeah.
so
And
I think we need to look at putting something together again.
Mhm. It's a really good planning activity. And it's not like things won't jump in, but when you at least look at what have we budgeted, and there's 2 communities that I've done it with that have been unbelievable. I think the one example that I was expressing was the city of Mobile in regards to the fact that we did a capital improvement plan, and they have, no joke, line item by line item, they have what they have planned for each year. It's been spot on. They've crossed out every one of them, and they haven't had any major hiccups, so it's been great that they're just sitting there looking at it like a game plan and going, what are we supposed to do this year? And they go back to that plan and go, okay, those are the projects that we have to accomplish to move forward. And now they're getting to the point that they're about 3 years in and going, well, now we gotta start planning out the next 3 years after we've accomplished these 3 years. So I think it's really good where it gets you ahead of the curve, and it doesn't seem like so many things are just an emergency. It gets you down the whole mindset of your entire infrastructure in general, so. Yeah, I mean, you've gotten a lot of good things accomplished in regards to water plant, wastewater plant is in good repair. You got the roadway system maintenance, you have a lot of the maintenance on your roadways constructed and completed. You're in good shape. It's probably time to now really start prioritizing where you need to spend those funds, so. Any other question?
You got anything, Jim? Daryl, you have anything?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
David. Well, then next on to new business, the first item there is the HDC annual report with Cheryl Reed. Hello, Cheryl.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Nice to see you on this toasty evening
Yeah.
in here. I would just like to take a few moments and give the council and mayor an update on Humboldt County Housing Development Corporation. The success of Humboldt County Housing can be attributed to the financial support of both the city and Humboldt County, along with the hard work of the volunteers. The current members include Dave Dodgen, Voot Varonkoon, Danelle Scow, Daryl Rusher, Rick Peterson, Clifton Califatich, Carl Mattis, Amy Donahue, the city administrator, sorry I didn't have this done at the time, and myself. The city of Humboldt and Humboldt County have each provided annual funds to assist the efforts of Humboldt County Housing, which is a nonprofit corporation. Since Humboldt County Housing utilizes no full-time staff, these funds are used to conduct engineering studies, provide matching funds for state and federal grants and low-interest loan programs, pay for professional services, and conduct county housing assessments. The members of Humboldt County Housing is very proud of the accomplishments made to date since its conception in the fall of 1997. It's hard to believe that we've been around that long, but as we reflect on our accomplishments, it does take time and planning. Some of those accomplishments are the Ivy Apartments, which were constructed in 1999. In August of 2000, we developed Riverview Heights 3rd Edition. This provided 17 lots for single-family housing. That was our first subdivision. Then we went on to create the extension of the water and sewer mains for Riverview Heights 3rd Edition, which made Willow Ridge Edition feasible. That development created 20 lots for single and multifamily housing. In 2003, we assisted with converting 14th Avenue Southwest and Pioneer Drive, which was a dirt road. That was turned into a paved street with curb and gutter and created 3 additional lots for housing. We coordinated the remodeling and LHAP grant for the planning of the Scandinavia building, which was remodeled and created 8 rental units. On a continuous basis, Humboldt County Housing provides marketing information, zoning assistance, tax incentive information to local contractors for multifamily units. Humboldt County Housing also continues to support, provide financial support for the Building Trades Program. The success of this program is based on the partnership formed between Humboldt Community School District, Iowa Central Community College, Humboldt County Housing, and local businesses. The program started in 1999, and to date, the students are constructing the 14th home. Many of the past students are now working in areas of contractors, electricians, plumbers, etc. Humboldt County Housing purchases the lots for the homes and applies for the financing. All profits and any losses are absorbed into the Building Trades Program on our behalf. Humboldt County Housing continues to administrate the Community Development Block Grant, otherwise known as a CDBG. We made application in the fall of 2015 and did not receive any allocation of funding, but plan to reapply this fall. Any funding on those are awarded in the spring, and I know that this has springboarded other cities in our county to make application for that. In the May of 2007, Riverview Heights 5th Edition was started. That's been completed along with 15 new homes there. And then in 2012, Humboldt County Housing purchased 71 acres to develop Eagle Ridge. Phase 1 had 22 lots, of which 20 are sold, and 8 have completed homes with 3 additional homes under construction. The lots do require a completion of construction within 5 years. Phase 2 will have 20 lots, and there's no set date on any infrastructure installation on that phase. Lot 10 was sold to the county for future development of green space. The extension of Eagle Ridge Drive will be completed in the spring of 2016. This came to fruition with the private development of property purchased by Abby and Ryan Harklaw. There'll be, I believe, an additional 4 homes completed there with also a construction stipulation and building within, I believe, 5 years. We also created a demo grant, which was established in 2013. Qualified property owners can receive up to $7,500 to demolish unsightly property in Humboldt County. We've had one individual apply and implement that. The only stipulation is that you must rebuild a single-family dwelling on that property. In 2013, we secured funds for a low to moderate dwelling. To date, we are still working on those plans for a project. And in 2013, we kicked off a project for moderate housing needs. This had been an area that had been on the radar of Humboldt County Housing, and I know all other surrounding counties deal with this as to what is moderate priced housing. An opportunity arose to purchase an unsightly dilapidated mobile home park and convert that into 8 moderate priced homes. Lots were available for $1 to any person or contractor with the stipulation that a home must be constructed within 30 days of purchase or the beginning of construction and have a sale price of under $200,000. Construction has been completed. The homes are now for sale, and to date, 3 homes have been sold. In summary, based on the information, Humboldt County Housing has been very active in the projects that have increased Humboldt County's assessed valuation by millions of dollars. This increase in valuations continues to generate large dollar amounts in additional property tax revenues for local governments. These accomplishments continue to be instrumental in alleviating the housing shortage that has been prevalent in Humboldt County and the surrounding areas. These developments have not only increased the community's tax base, but they are critical to the development of the community's workforce and regional growth. Humboldt County Housing respectfully requests $7,500 for this year's budget.
Any
Now-
comments, anyone? It's an awesome track record.
Yeah.
It is. So outside of the city of Humboldt's, your request to us in the county, those are your only 2 guaranteed sources of funding. Everything else is done by grants and low interest loans. Do you do the grant writing then, Cheryl, or who's?
I have assistance with that.
Sure. And there evidently is.
Midas helps partner with us, but basically it's been the city administrator that
Okay.
has assisted us.
So Travis is gonna fill those shoes.
We need to break him in, softly.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
I'm
He's
giving
up-
him
he's
this
up to the-
month.
He's up to the task. Yeah, well, that's great.
But I also serve on the Mid-Iowa Growth Partnership. I'm not certain, how many counties is that?
9.
9. And, Humboldt has certainly been the leader in that pack. As you can see, it doesn't start overnight, and that's a frustration with these other counties. We've been at it for almost 20 years. And I just am so grateful that we've had the foresight to start and